had a great night. Sweet dreams, not about money, not about green and red candles, maybe other lovely things, and a great start into your own business, trading, and life day. Shut up, Marcus. So, as always, guys, let's start with yoga stuff. First of all, thanks to Anna for opening the show. Without her, we couldn't make this great thing, this awesome show every morning. And of course, we want to, let me tell you this stuff. We share this morning show on YouTube as well. If you watch it live right now, or maybe if you watch it later, then you will find a button in your right corner. So you can subscribe that channel, you can follow it, so you will never miss an episode from the morning briefing show or from my congenius partners, Paul Wallace and Jens Klatt, awesome traders as well. And more than that, I would appreciate it a lot if you give us a like, thumb up, or if you say, what a stupid boy, then thumb down, whatever is the main thing is you do something, you come in action. And you will find a commentary field below that video, so you can leave your comment, whatever it is. We will give you an answer as soon as possible. And by the way, let's switch to the charts. So here we go. So then let me fix the chat. Arne, wonderful good morning. Alexander, wonderful good morning. So, and here we go. That's the participants. Nice to see you again, guys. That's really happy. On YouTube as well. So this is from Michael Koch. I saw your email, by the way, but I missed the email where you required of the audit, the expert advisor. So I give you an answer by email today. So it was maybe my fault. Sorry for that. We will solve that issue. Okay. Oh, Don, wonderful good morning. Barry as well. Thomas, Mihai, good morning. So our leading topic for today, Thursday, how not to be scared when trading. And therefore, we have to talk about what does it mean to be scared? What does it mean to feel this kind of fear? Yeah. So if you have any questions, feel free to follow us on the social channels. Send an email to livetrading@admiralmarkets.com at the best. And I would appreciate it a lot if you make a selfie, a video selfie. So you say, okay, this is me, Marcus, and I have a question for you. So maybe how can I become rich in trading? And then you send it to livetrading@admiralmarkets.com. And then I will give you an answer live in the morning briefing show. So, or you can follow us on Instagram, on Daytrader, on Facebook, or on Twitch. That's news, baby, where you can see me the whole day trading. Oh, Anna, 300. Here we go. I saw it right now. We go 300 follows in that Twitch room. I'm really happy. And a lot of those guys are here in the morning briefing show. So, and if you want to follow Admirals Global on Instagram as well, so you will find the guys here in Instagram. Okay, so you know our rules. Follow the rules is the most important thing, how you can become successful in trading. We have these rules out of the correction, and that's the 4 rules. Valid trend is needed, young trend is needed, out of the correction is needed, and of course, then we need a balanced candle or changing of the color. Okay, so what do we expect on upcoming events today? Australian work came out already. China unemployment rate of in the European Union, they will come up at 11 this time today, German time. Then 2:30 weekly export sales, and the ISM report on business on 4 o'clock p.m. German time, and the gas storage report as well. So, but more important, tomorrow, the unemployment report tomorrow. So we can be focused today on our normal trading ideas. Okay, so let's start with a trade, with our live trading and day trading in DAX. So here I have to announce something, guys. So you know we are trading live in the Twitch room all day long. And yesterday I asked if we can move a little bit higher in the time frame in day trading from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. And this is what we switched yesterday, because 5 minutes is really, really hard for me to cope the challenge. Because, you know, I have a lot of things during the day. I have coachings, I have webinars, I have my own trading. So, and there is no difference if you trade in 5 minutes or in 10 minutes. So yesterday we switched in day trading to 10 minutes to, it's a bit less stressful for me. And, you know, I have to stay in my comfort zone in trading as well. So it's almost really hard. I miss too many signals in 5 minute chart. And with that, I cannot become successful together with you. So we changed yesterday the 5 minute to 10 minute. And it's the trend is the same, the rules are the same. And as you know, in the order book, there is no time frame to find. So therefore, it doesn't matter if you trade in 5 or 10 minutes. For me, it's less stressful. I can follow the signals more than that. And this is the changing we made yesterday. So just for your information, that we trade day trading, we make day trading in DAX, but in 10 minutes. And I guess it means for you a bit less stress too. So, and I hope it's okay for you. If you say, no, it's not okay, then I have to say, I'm sorry for you. But first of all, I have to trade in that style. I can become successful to show you how it really works. And I guess it makes no difference if you trade in 5 or in 10 minutes. So this is just the trade. And yesterday, that was the 5 minute chart already. Afterwards, then we changed to 10 minutes. So yesterday in 5 minutes in DAX, we reached the point 2 hit quote, you know, and then unfortunately we had falling prices and the rest got in the loss. So then we started a new trade based on 10 minute charts. So we had new signals there. So we tried it again because that was the balance candle here. That was 630. That was 630. Nico, wonderful good morning. Daniel on YouTube, I see here. Cho Jiang, good morning. Carl and Daniel, good morning here. Okay, so let's see. Then we had this balance candle here. So I set the pending order and we got in at 9:40. 8:40. It's a time delay of 1 hour. So we reached the point 2 again. We made money. And therefore, I was able to trail the stop into profit. And this is a big benefit if you trade a little bit in higher time frames, that it's easier to trail the stop into the profit. In 5 minutes, it's always too less space to trail the stop. So in 10 minutes, it's a little bit more easier to make the trade as safe as soon as possible. So actually, yeah, we are trying to continue the trend right now here on the right side of the chart. So let's see if we will have a close above the last point 2 here, then we can trail the stop below the last point 3, and then let it go, because we cannot know how many arms this trend will produce. So actually there is no close, not red, so wait for it, okay? So then what's about you in our trades? So I have 2 trades open in Euro British pounds. So yesterday that was this one. The trend is still valid, as you can see here. The trend is still valid. So we opened here the position after we reached again the point of control. We reached the first target with the rest. We got out. Then there was a new balance candle here. So we tried it a second time because the trend was still valid. We have to do it because the probability is still at around about 70–80% that we reach the point, the last point 2 again. So, but actually we are a little bit in loss. And yeah, the stop loss is a little bit lower. And yeah, so as long as the price will not go lower than the point of low, then I don't trail my stop loss. The other one is Euro Japanese yen. That's a better trade right now. So we sold half of the position at the point 2 to fulfill the hit quote, and then we let it run. So you see, we go deeper, and since yesterday we are in this kind of correction. It's a time correction. It's not a sideways phase. There is no sideways phase in the order book, guys. Delete this word from your mind. There doesn't exist a sideways phase. If you ask traders about this currency pair, they are trading in daily chart. They were watching you. They were looking in your eyes because what? What is a sideways phase? I cannot see a sideways phase. So what is it? So it's a damned correction with the time delay. That's all. Yeah, that's all. So let's see what we can do there. The stop is in profit right at the last point 3. So there is nothing to do. This pair I trade on 4-hourly chart. Yeah, cool. You have to trade what fits to you and your life. That's the most important thing. Okay, so what's on my watch list? Yesterday I had Euro and New Zealand dollar on my watch list. So now look. Yesterday, we got a little bit early into this trade, then we got out, but now we have a second chance. Look, that the trend is here. It's the third correction, which means we have to open the trade here. Okay, let's do it, which means here we go in and a stop loss below the last point 3, which means 70 pips. So with MetaTrader 5 and the minute terminal, we can calculate our money management. Yeah. So we can set the lot and we want to go entry roundabout here. So there is the entry. A little bit higher than the current candle. There was the balance candle here. So we are speculating that we reach the last point 2 again. The probability is at around about 80%. This is Euro New Zealand dollar, Michael. This is Euro New Zealand dollar. 1 hourly chart, by the way, 1 hourly chart. So then we set immediately our first target at the point 2 and press the button and the Alt button. Then it opens this display. You can click ticket, take profit, and get out with 50% of the position size. And then we are safe. And if we reach that point, then we trail the stop into the profit. And we cannot lose money anymore with this trade. Okay. So, and in the beginning, the moment if we see that we are on the wrong bus, we close the trade immediately. Yeah. Don't let it go down. Close it. If the price is going down, trail the stop and get out and wait for the next balance candle. Yeah. But we have to cut losses. Yeah. So on my watch list, and before we do that, Anna, if you want, we can open the poll that people have time to answer it. And please, before you click the button, please think about it. Yeah. So my question for you today is, what does fear mean for you? What does it mean, the word fear? So we have 3 answers. Answer number 1, it's just a normal emotion. Or answer number 2, it's the most powerful emotion ever. Or maybe, I'm not sure what does it mean to feel fear, or what the emotion of fear. So on YouTube as well, if you want, so I can see it there. So take your time, think about it, listen to your own thoughts, listen to your heart. Yeah, what does fear mean for you as a private individual person, as a human being? What does fear mean? We should ask Anna, my lovely moderator in the back, what does it mean? What does mean fear? What does fear mean for you? I'm excited if she gives me an answer. Oh, maybe she lose a cup of coffee right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go through the running trades and then let's see if we have new trading ideas. So Australian dollar, Swiss franc, we are, still on track. You know, we want to reach the point of control. It's still down at 0.6538. The trend is still valid. We sold half the position. We cannot lose money anymore. But what I want to do is to set us a soft stop at this point. So if the price will go higher, then the trend will break, and I guess we open a new trade then, because we have a lot of space to go down to the point of control. So answer from Anna, fear comes from not knowing what you do. Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. I guess Anna watched a lot of webinars with me. So next one, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. So guys, unfortunately, we got out again. This is the the third loss in this stupid currency again, and the price is going up again. But guys, now we have a bit of secondary uptrend. The trend is still valid. Yeah, the trend will break with this 0.3 here. But now we have a bit of secondary, come on. Yeah, it's stick a little bit, MetaTrader 5 this morning. Come on. I don't know, where is no problem right now? Yeah, that's the point. We have to be patient, right? Okay, so there's no trend break here, and we have a kind of secondary trend. So, and this is the secondary trend right now. Movement, correction, movement. And now we are in the correction again, as you can see here, again in the correction. No trend break there. And again, the next balance candle or change of the color, we have to try it again, because it feels really bad if you miss the signal. Because look, the point of control is really far away. We are talking about, at the moment, we're talking about 557 pips. Guys, we cannot miss this signal. So, and it doesn't look like that the point of control will move to that volume zone here. It doesn't look like that. Okay, so keep it on your watch list, please. I will put a little bit here that it's not an open trade right now. So next one, it's a better one. It's Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. We are still on track. The price goes up a little bit, so but there is no problem. We speculate that we reach the 0.2 here, so let it go for that moment. Euro Canadian dollar, we are a little bit back. We are circling around the entry at the moment. So we didn't reach the 0.2 for that moment. We had one profitable trade, but we want to do it again, especially, we can see. Can you make the window of the chart bigger? No, I cannot. This is a big screen, guys. I'm really sorry, but I cannot make it bigger. That's a thing from MetaTrader. And guys, this is a computer screen with 68 centimeters diagonal. So how big should I make it? Sorry, I guess you should take glasses. So this is Euro Canadian dollar 4-hourly chart. Again, we are circling around the entry. You mean scroll in? That's different. Then you have to express it properly, guys. Okay, now, so this is here we are circling around the entry in Euro Canadian dollar. And finally, you know, the probability that we reach the last 0.2 again is at around 70–80%. So, but what we have here, of course, the soft stop is here roundabout, and we put it a little bit higher. Yeah, a little bit higher, so we cut a possible loss. Yeah. Okay, so Euro, Swiss franc. You know, we are on track to reach the point of control. We are fighting against, we were in the red zone, but the price moves up again. But now we have an uptrend right now. I have really big issues with MetaTrader this morning. What is the heck? So, however, so, and here actually it's still a uptrend, but there was no trend continuation for that moment. No trend continuation for that moment. And the main trend, the big picture, I would say, is still facing downwards. So let it go. And as long as the point of control will not move, we have to speculate that the price will go down to that point of control. So next one, British pound, Swiss franc. So we are in, of course, and the point, the first target is placed at the 0.2. If we reach that, we trail the hard stop into the profit, yeah? And our soft stop, we trail a little bit higher here. So a little bit higher. So it's a better thing to get out and to try it again instead of sitting into the bus into the wrong direction, okay? So you know we are still in a drawdown phase on this account, yeah? So it means we have to cut losses earlier and to try it again and again. Next one is British pound, Canadian dollar. We are circling around the entry. Here is the same, yeah? We set soft stop round about here. I hope so. So here, and we will try it again if the price will go deeper, okay? Unless the price will reach the 0.2. If we reach the 0.2, trail the hard stop into profit and let it go. US dollar, Canadian dollar, same procedure. Yeah, we trail the hard stop now higher, at least that 0.3 with a question mark, because there is no problem. If the price will go down and we get out, then we can do it again because the trend is still valid. Yeah. So on my watch list is still Euro Australian dollar. To continue the trend, this is what I mentioned this morning on Twitter, by the way. And if you want to follow Twitter, you can see it here. My name is DayTrader70. So you see the trading ideas I mentioned this morning. And of course, if you want to follow the live trading room, which is based on this morning briefing show, yeah, then you can follow on twitch.tv/DowHowTrader. So this is a new trading idea in Euro Australian dollar to continue the trend to the upper side and to speculate on a trend continuation. Yeah, and the first target, we take out the first target when I can see we saw this trend break, that is this trend continuation, the breakout. Then we take out half of the position and trail the hard stop. So New Zealand Swiss franc still on the watch list. let's see where we are. So we tried it again, but actually the trend is still well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's the fifth correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the fifth correction. Unfortunately, the point of control is still down here at 0.66064. So we are waiting actually for a new trend which is facing downwards. So I am speculating a bit that we cannot cope that point of high. So if we cannot cope that point of high and we see a balance candle and a changing of the color, then we can speculate that there will continue, that will develop a new downtrend. And maybe we can speculate on a trend of a breakout to the lower side. So keep an eye on it during the rest of the day. I will do it in the live trading room after the show. So this is US dollar Swiss franc. It works unfortunately without of us. And now we have a trend continuation. But this, guys, gives us the chance to take the next one, the next correction. You know, the next correction, which will run deeper than 38, balance candle, changing color, up. Do it again. We have a probability of almost 80% that we have to do. And yeah, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, we are waiting again for the entry. So DAX is still running, guys. So we have a clear answer for today, because my question was, what does fear mean? So we have 55% says it's just a normal emotion, and 46% says it's the most powerful emotion ever. Guys, we have to talk about that topic, how you can cope this fear. What does it feel? What does it mean to feel fear? And Anna gives us the correct, absolute correct answer. Fear means you always feel fear if you are outside of your comfort zone. Then you feel fear. Always when you cannot calculate what is happening right now. Then you feel fear, or to say it, fear comes from not knowing what you do, or maybe what you have to do. So in our life, there are less situations where you feel fear. But to be honest, fear is basically, you come to this planet with normal emotions, normal. And when you come to this planet and you have proper parents, not stupid parents, if you have normal dad and a lovely mom, yeah, then fear is the reaction to avoid us for making a mistake with a negative impact. To manage the impact is key. This can be done with rules and knowledge. That's very interesting. So when you come to this planet as a child, as a baby, and you have a lovely mom and a lovely dad, you don't feel fear. You don't know this emotion. You feel as a baby, you feel safe, you feel comfortable in the arms of their mom. You don't feel fear. How could it be that a small child is jumping into the water without any safety things? How can it be that a small child is running onto the street without feeling any fear? You as a mom and you as a dad, you are crying, stop, stop. That is what you're crying, because you know what can happen. You feel fear. But this little child doesn't know that fear. It doesn't exist. During the life, people tell you, you have to be fear, you have to be afraid of that. People tell you, your mom tells you, your dad tells you, be careful. Stop doing this. Or maybe you get some punishment. Then is the first time you feel fear, right? And then it grows up. And if people treat you with punishment, then you feel fear. But you come to this planet without this emotion fear. It's still there, but you don't know it. There is no seed who can ripen up to show you this fear. Outside, people tell you and show you when they're treating you with punishment. If you do this, you get this. Don't do this. The most used word a baby or a child hear is the word no. Not I love you, not yes. The most usable word which you hear in the first 2 or 3 years is the word no. And if you don't listen, you get punishment. Here we go. And there is creating the fear. So, but basically you come to this planet without fear. How can we how we can cope this challenge? You have to know what you have to do. So how do you handle with fear in your normal life? Yeah, with routine programs, with following rules. But most of that, you follow routine programs. You learn something, yeah, then you stay in your comfort zone, you become an expert in your job. And as long as you stay into your comfort zone, there is no reason to feel fear. Because you know what happens today. You know what can happen today. You know what you have to do. And you know what can happen if you don't follow the rules. If you cross the street on a red signal, it could be really hurtful. But if you stay at red and go at green, then everything is fine most of the time. That's normal. There is no reason to feel fear. It's a kind of excitement if you go to a strange place, or to uproad. That's a kind of excitement. Excitement is you don't know what can happen. And after excitement, there comes fear. But if emotions are too powerful, especially this emotion of fear, you cannot think logically anymore. And therefore you have control what you do. And then we come to trading. And there is a big challenge, the biggest challenge ever. While you can handle fear in your normal life by staying into your comfort zone, you go to the same grocery every week, you drive to the same gas station every day, every week, yeah, you go to the same, whatever it is, you do always the same because you love routines. Why you love routines? There is no fear. You stay in your comfort zone. But guys, if you come to trading and you're on the right side of the chart, there is always uncertainty, always. And it will never disappear, never. And that's the problem. Even if you stick to the rules, even if you manage your money, you cannot know the result of this single trend or trade. Am I right? This uncertainty will never disappear because you cannot predict the outcome of the single trade. So this kind of uncertainty can lead to fear. And this is the big problem in trading. Because if you feel fear in trading, you make irrational decisions by increasing the risk, trading the stop in a wrong way, or to do stupid things in trading. most of the time you intervene into your trades all the time. You don't follow your plan. Or maybe after the third or fourth or fifth bad trade, you don't make the sixth signal. Because you say, no, I cannot anymore. I cannot anymore. I lost too much money. I'm afraid. This is what you talk to yourself. I'm afraid to lose more money. And I promise you, if you missed the fifth signal or the sixth or seventh, and you came back to your computer and watch it, I promise you, you missed that signal, which was the best trade ever. Did you ever make this experience? I'm quite sure you did it. I think what you mean is self-confidence. I have learned that fear is a basic emotion integrated in our DNA to avoid dangerous situation. Reactions can be fight, flight, or freeze, but you are right, fear are generalized in education, can be projected to a lot of things. Parents can help you to manage fear and lower by low, or they can increase fear by punishment. Absolutely. Thanks for this great conclusion. But think about it. There is basically, fear is a normal emotion, yeah? Normal emotion, which is indeed in your DNA, but it's a normal emotion. It's the same like joy and love and all that thing. It's a normal emotion, but it increases by impact from outside. And people come to me and they feel fear. And I always used to ask people in my coachings, tell me, is it your fear? Is it really your fear? Or is it the fear of your parents? Or from your teacher? Or from your grandma? Or whatever? Is it really your fear, what you feel right now? And when people say and think about it, no, you're right. It's no, not really. It's not my fear. It came from outside. And then I give this big advice my spiritual mentor gave me years ago. What do you do with things that are not your things? What do you do with things that are not your things? You give it back. If you have things that are not yours, you give it back. And you can do the same with your fear. Give it back. It's not yours. It's not yours. Give it back and make your own experiences, but not on fear which is not yours. It's the fear of your parents, of your educators, or whatever's. But give it back. It's not yours. I promise you, you don't have fear because you came to this planet without fear. There was no fear. It came from outside. It's not yours. And what is not yours, you can give it back. And therefore, I start this evening at 6:15 in the Twitch room with the 10 minutes meditation. And if you want to follow, come into the show and follow me. But think it through today. This is your home exercise for today. Is that kind of fear what you feel, is it yours? And if not, give it back. With this in our mind, I wish you a lovely, lovely day and a fearless day, a powerful day. Have courage and be kind. And may the force of the rules be with you. See you tomorrow.